What is up, guys, and welcome to episode number 5 of Toronto Maple Leafs NHL Legacy Edition Franchise Mode. Here we go. The Leafs debut, the former number 1 overall pick of the Edmonton Oilers, now Yakupov. We have 3 players now from the top 5 of the 2020, the 2012 draft, in Griffin Reinhart, Morgan Riley, and now Yakupov. So here we go. Leafs, Penguins, to open up the new year. Let's do it.
Everyone, it's a special night of hockey action here with Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emrick. The ice has been flooded, the pucks have been frozen, we're ready for the game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Pass right up the wing. Score! He got iron with that shot. That shot was heavy and dangerous. Good thing it didn't hit anybody.
The goaltender's looking around. He can't believe there was even a sliver of room. That thing bounces off the bottom of the crossbar into the net. Not much more he can do.
The Maple Leafs have broken the tie. Perhaps they can build on this lead here in the first period. A little under 3 minutes have passed. Chip to Cole. That covers some acreage to Crosby. Good work stepping on pass by Crosby. Back near the blue line. They score! And they've tied the game up.
If you take a wrist shot from those sideboards like that, you're just hoping it goes in. And it did.
Goodman's going to wear out the toes of his skates here. He looks like he's scared of the shot. Stand there. Stop it.
Under 9 minutes left in the first. Scrappy game. Both of these teams have connected once. Pittsburgh's got that neutral zone faceoff. And he drops it to the opposite corner. Diagonally to Bennett. Headed right under the shadow of the scoreboard. They score! What a quick answer to that one.
14 seconds. If you want to generate offensive opportunities, you have to get inside the face-off dots. You got to find those soft spots in the defense in order to generate and score goals like that.
Bennett's displayed some sweet hands. That's a soft dish right on the tape.
Toronto's ahead by 1 goal here in the first period. A lot of time still left to play. That pass is cut to Gardner. Led on to Kadri. Picks it up in his own end. Propelled to Kadri. Turned on net. Score! He got iron with that shot.
Yakupov's stick was in a ready position to accept that puck and put it in as a one-timer.
Fleury's unable to get across for the one-timer, and then it hits the post and goes in. No way he's going to stop that.
Face-off win, and now what will they do with it? Looks ahead to start something. Mata's cutting through the neutral zone. To Kessel. Oh, what a glove he's got there. Oh, he meant well, but it didn't go out off one of his own guys. Pass to the slot. He scores! Just before the period ends.
Cole scores on that slap shot, it looked like it was shot out of a cannon.
Hudobin's out in position. He's just hoping this hits him. He's not able to move quick enough to make the stop.
A face-off win. Let's see what develops. Laid on to Reinhardt. And he motors on through the neutral zone. 20 minutes have been played. The Maple Leafs have a lot of offensive confidence, but a narrow one-goal lead. Bet you'd like to know what the shots were. 7 for the Penguins and 7 for the Maple Leafs. We'll be back in just a moment. That pass up the boards, slides it to the point to Gardner. Breaks, and he scores! Second of the game. What a performance.
Yakupov skating, got him to the front of the net and was able to put in that second chance opportunity.
Well, that's a bang-bang play. Edzo quickly shot off the goaltender. He made the initial stop, but can't find the second one.
Toronto's ahead by 2 and thoroughly out shooting the opposition. Swept on to Malkin. Score! And it's a one-goal game.
Kessel's in a high slot and he rips home a slapper.
Eddie, he just can't catch up to this. That is a rocket. It beats him cleanly.
The Penguins are only 1 goal behind, so they've gotten themselves back into this game. Perhaps they can tie it before the end of the second. Neutralized face-off win. Dumped in. Way back in his own end, it's taken by Pouillon. Sends that one around behind the net. Two periods have been played. They've worked pretty hard at it, and they get a well-deserved rest. Third period coming up shortly. You decide what these shot totals tell you. 17 for the Maple Leafs. A lucky 13 for Pittsburgh. We're at the end of the period and headed to intermission. Two teams have played hard through 2, and we begin period 3. The Penguins didn't do well on that power play like they did earlier. To Bennett. It's a 3-on-2. How will they defend this? What a move! Terrific opportunity, but it's off the mark.
He had enough room there to get that in the short side. However, he misses the net. It doesn't matter how fast it is. If you don't get it in the 4x6, it's not going to go in.
Saucered to Crosby. He got in. Score! And this one is tied.
You get this close to the goaltender, the puck on your stick, you got to snap it quick.
Edzo, good airtime on this pass. Flat when it lands, and the shooter has a walk-in.
The Leafs prevail on the draw. Look at this! 2 guys together with force. Big force.
There's a phrase in hockey, hit or be hit. That's exactly what happened.
Waffle boarding. Held behind his net by Gardner. Ahead on that left wing to Heatley. Right up the side. It's a 3-on-2 as they move in. Dished off by the goalie and almost into trouble. Muscled long to Leguan. Back in his defensive end to get it. to Yakupov.
Yakupov's effort on that last goal was unbelievable.
Gets behind the net. Does he have anybody in front? Marvelous save. No time on that one.
Terrific stop from right in front of the net, but you got to find a way to put the puck in the net.
Picks it up in his own end. Squibbed over to Kadri. Teams that played hard, star players that gave their very best, and we still don't know how it'll turn out. Sudden death overtime is underway. If nobody scores, a shootout will be next. Angled. Oh, what a hit. And there is a code for these things. Into the attacking end. And a good save in the goal crease. A huge moment in the game. Could it swing on this penalty? The Leafs get a minor for interference. It is a rare power play that is a 4 against 3, but that's what we... He scores! Game over! Overtime winning goal! And the game is over. The Maple Leafs lost the game. And in overtime, it's like losing a game and a half.
Well, they had their opportunities in regulation, but just come up a little bit short in extra time.
Outstandingly bad loss by the Toronto Maple Leafs. What a way to ruin Nail Yakupov's first game in the blue and white. That is just dreadful. Terrible way to lose. We'll continue simulating here up to, let's see, this game. We'll play the Arizona Coyotes on February 6th. See you then, guys. Alright, guys, we are here at February 6th of 2017 after the All-Star game. We've lost 3 in a row. We have not been doing great lately. Here to bounce back against a solid Arizona team. Here we go. Alright, guys, we're here at February 6th of 2017 with your Toronto Maple Leafs. We are 26-18-9. Right now, firmly in the playoff spot. Let's see if we can keep that going. After this, I'd say we could play one more game against maybe... We'll play the Canadiens as the last game of the year in April. But right now... Alright, guys, we're here at February 25th of 2017 against the Colorado Avalanche. We have pretty even records. Of course, we are being carried heavily by the overtime losses. We are an absolute wagon somehow. Our team is very balanced. We will play this game and then one more before the playoffs. We will play the last game of the season against our arch rival, Montreal Canadiens. But for now, here we go. One of the last few games before the trading deadline. It's the Colorado Avalanche against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's do it.
With Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro later on, I'm Mike Emery. Glad you've joined us for an exciting evening ahead. Terrific action lies ahead. Bennett's a good face-off man, ready for Toronto. McKinnon's his opposite number for Colorado. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1. They score!
to this high-scoring area, a wrist shot is a great choice.
Enzo, I don't know about you from up there, but I thought he stopped this. It's just ricocheted off him into the net.
The Maple Leafs now have a one-goal lead in the first period. Perhaps they can build on this and carry something sizable to the dressing room. Heatley's carrying it through center.
Able to get himself in position to one-time that puck to the back of the net.
It looks to me sometimes as the goaltender's guessing a bit, and when he guesses, he drops into the default butterfly position to see if he can cover enough net.
Just over 6 minutes have been played. Just recently another goal, and so the lead is 2. The Avs prevailed again. They score! It's only a one-goal game now.
His mindset's pretty easy. Grip it and rip it. What a slap shot.
Wow, crazy, Enzo. He's got a clean look at this. He's set. He just can't react in time.
The Avs have cut the lead in half here.
They needed that one, Doc, to change the momentum of this game.
Pass cut, strong play. And they've got a 3-on-1. Hammers, score! And the game is even.
He shot that puck so hard, I only saw it when it finally came back out of the net.
Enzo, just because you're in the butterfly doesn't mean you can give in to the shooter. You still have to move. He looked like he thought he was in perfect shape to make the stop.
Picks it up in his own end. Battle for possession. Puck controlled in the neutral zone by Heatley. Propelled to Yakupov. Score! He's got his second.
Yakupov's quick flick of the wrist put this puck in from the high slot.
Enzo, sometimes your best isn't enough. That is a perfect shot up over the glove hand. The goaltender just was not able to get to it.
The Maple Leafs have broken the tie. Perhaps they can build on this lead here in the first period. A face-off win. Let's see what develops. And that one goes way offside. Toronto's got that neutral zone face-off. Looks ahead to start something. Played on to Reinhart. And that's one. First period has been played. Toronto's got the lead in this high-scoring game, but by only a goal. Let's check out the shots on goal in that opening period. 9 for Toronto and 8 for the Avalanche. And this goal has placed us where we are in a one-goal game. Intermission time is here. Scooped up by Duchesne. And a good save in the goal crease. They score! And they've tied the game up.
He's got a nose for the net, and especially scoring goals off the rebound.
Subban's made the initial save, but he's left the rebound. He's not able to close up the low stick side where he gets beat.
Colorado's got the game even up again. Still in the second period. Lots of time. Can't wait to see what happens now. Chip to Kadri. Pointed to Heatley. Score!
Heatley's quick flick of the wrist put this puck in from the high slot.
Sometimes your best isn't enough. This is a perfect shot up over a desperation attempted glove save.
The Maple Leafs have broken the tie, and we're still in the second period. Much uncertainty about which way this game's going to go. driven towards center in the shadow of the boards by Landeskog. Gets in. What'll he do? Picks it up in his own end. To Landeskog. 3-on-1. You can just smell a goal. Score! And this one is tied.
You get to this area of the ice, you got to get rid of that puck quickly, and he did.
Subban sprawled out to make a desperation attempt on this. Nice try, just couldn't get there.
Colorado's got the game even up again. 40 minutes have been played in this contest, and everyone gets a break, but just for a moment. Third period coming up. On to the shots on goal here at the end of two periods. 18 for the Maple Leafs and 14 for the Avalanche. Period ends, game tied, and this is the one that did it. The intermission is coming up. And a long pass straight up to Bennett. Back in front, score!
I love how he put himself in a position to really get a lot on that shot. Where was the defensive zone coverage there?
Varlamov's positioning is really good here, Enzo, but he just can't stop this perfectly placed shot.
He scores! He completes the hat trick.
Yakupov's stick was in a ready position to accept that puck and put it in as a one-timer.
This goalie's known for having a lot of try in his game. Never gives up on the play, just not enough to make the save in this case.
A little under 8 minutes have been skated in the third. Snapped across and ahead to Lupo. Moved along and in. That's a good solid hit. He's had many. All right, he's going to the bench. Roll the dice. The linesmen were walking in. The star drops them. We didn't expect this.
They're really going at it.
And the fight is over with one last bombastic punch.
Thought it was going to be over a little bit earlier than that, Doc.
Toronto's got a little bit of swagger going now. Their man's won the fight. The crowd is ecstatic.
Toronto's got another face-off win. Guards the point well, doesn't he? Back in his defensive end to get it. Puck lofted in. This scrum will end soon. Gets up that pass. What's next? And he scores!
No doubt who'll win this game tonight after that empty netter.
That's a good feeling on the bench. You've locked it up now with the empty netter.
Whoa, now in the code, that means there might be something going on here. At least one guy's hot.
This is not the first time we've seen it.
And so we are at scrap time.
This has the makings of a real short scrap. Oh, a couple of huge rights.
And it is over with one last huge hit.
That last punch decided the winner in that very even scrap.
Toronto's got a little bit of swagger going now. Their man's won the fight. The crowd is ecstatic.
Good job tying the man up on the faceoff. Teammate comes in. The game is over. The Avs have been drugged, and drugged soundly in this one.
They got off to a tough start, and it never improved throughout the entirety of the game.
Again, we thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the evening as much as we did. For Eddie Olczyk and Ray Ferraro, Mike Emmerich saying good night.
What an astounding win by the Toronto Maple Leafs. A huge one at that over the Avalanche, 7-4. One of the better games we'll see in this franchise. And all the theatrics, 3 fights, 3 fight wins by the Leafs, and 11 goals total. Lead changes galore, back and forth, back and forth. Nail Yakubov a hat trick. What a win for the Leafs, as now it is time to sim up to, I'd probably say, the last game of the year. There's nothing much for us to do. We'll sim up to April 11th, closing out the season against one of our arch rivals, the Montreal Canadiens. Leafs, Canadiens, see you then. Game 82 coming up next. Alright guys, we are here at Game 82 against the Montreal Canadiens. Huge game here. We have already clinched our spot in the 2017 postseason. We are right now the 5 seed. A win would basically clinch that. So here we go. Leafs, Canadiens. Game 82 in Toronto. Last game of year number 2. Before the playoffs, let's go.
Another terrific hockey night is ahead. With Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro at ice level, I'm Mike Emmerich. Tonight's game is between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Opening face-off is just seconds away. Bennett's a good face-off man, ready for the Maple Leafs. Galchenyuk's opposite him for the Canadiens. Rebound! Desperate race to get him. Score! What a collection of impressive moves on that one.
No better feeling than getting a breakaway in the game and then beating the goaltender on the backhand.
The goalie thinks he's got the bottom half of the net covered. Obviously he doesn't, as this goes by him on the low stick side.
That is the first goal scored after a lot of work.
Great start. They were ready to play, and it shows on the shot clock as well.
Chipped right back into the opposite corner. He's into the slot. Oh, that one went in off the defense. My, oh my.
Yakupov's quick move to the backhand bought him some time, and he was able to beat the goaltender.
A lot of times the goaltender feels like his positioning is perfect and he's got the net covered. Guess what? He doesn't.
To Reinhardt. Drives to the crease. Score! 3 straight goals.
Presence of mind to get to the front of the net, open up, and one time it didn't pass the goaltender.
I'm sure he's disappointed, Edzo, that it's a goal against. He's probably happy it didn't hit him. That thing was a rocket.
We're just under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Do you see a pattern developing here? They're up now by 3. And that's 4 straight goals.
You want to score goals, you've got to get to this area of the ice.
The passer recognizes that he's got to get the puck up in the air, but he displays sweet hands as it goes just over the stick and lands flat on the ice.
Toronto's got another face-off win. Nicely into the zone. Outstanding point-blank save.
With this puck being so close to that, this is all a reactionary save.
A shot, and they missed the net.
At the very least, you got to get that puck.
Goalie made the initial stop with those quick hands, speed him on the rebound.
Price stops the initial shot, but the rebound sits there in a scoring area. He gets beaten on the low glove side, much to his disappointment.
All right, guys, I think that'll do it. We're going to quit and sim the rest of the game. It is 5-0 Leafs, and I mean, that might be one of the greatest start to the games I've ever seen. Greatest first period I've ever seen. What a way to close out the year. Let's see, how much did we win by? Because if we lost that game, that would be one of the worst losses I've ever seen in my life. So let's see. Game 82, we win 8-1 over the Canadiens to finish out the year. Our final record is 42, 30, and 10. Mitch Marner, 34 goals. Sam Bennett, 50 assists. Danny Heatley, a plus 24 this year. 90 penalty minutes for Samuel Morin. 37 of our 42 wins from Malcolm Subban. Let's take a look at the player stats and standings. And then, next episode will be the 2017 season. Of course, last year we were eliminated in the second round by the Tampa Bay Lightning. What happens this season? So you see here, Sam Bennett, 20 and 50, 70 points for the former top 5 pick. He's 20 years old and he's dominating. Love to see that. He's a power forward. Can we see how many hits he had? We cannot. That is so massive. Oh yeah, we can. 195 hits. That 195 in 82 games is crazy. Yes, Griffin Reinhart. Griffin Reinhart, I'm going to say it. You know what? Griffin Reinhart might be our number one in the future. If he could be a 50, 60 point player and he's going to give you 190 hits a year, he might be better than Morgan Riley. But it's an 11-point difference in Griffin Reinhart. He's a stud. And then you can see Nazem Kadri, a great season, step down. But again, his time on ice. Can we take a look at how much that went down? Kadri, your time on ice went down. I don't know. I know it definitely went down for sure. He got promoted to the second line, but he still lit it up. 65 points, a great year. William Nylander and Mitch Marner. That young gun first line of Bennett, Nylander, and Marner, all 60-plus points, one a year. Mel Yakubov, the first overall pick, in second line time and first power play in time, a great year, 57 points. Of course, this was in the era where it was like kind of a dead pup. After 2017 is when you started to see 100-point seasons galore. So right now, anything above 55 points I consider a very good year. Even 50 points for defenseman Griffin Reinhart. Great season, as you can see the rest of the lineup. Very, very good. Every player had over 10 points. Love to see that. Now we look at the goalies. Anton Hudobin in his games was pretty garbage. But in Malcolm Subban's games, a 9-11 and a 2.68, a great season from the kid. Great overall year. How did he do last year? This is the best season of his career by far. Do we have any rookies? Sebastiano don't count. Guess that was the AHL time, yeah. You see Mitch Marner, 62 points. Does he take home the Rookie of the Year? He will. Mitch Marner, Rookie of the Year. You'll love to see that. Who is this human? You'll love to see that from Mitch. Great year. 62 points for the Toronto Maple Leafs. What a season. You take a look at all skaters. The best player in the league. Who else? Sidney Crosby. 97 overall. You see Parise, Sagan, Kane, Zibanejad, Ben, Zetterberg, Malkin, Stamkos. As you can see, in NHL 25, this whole first page might be 100 points, but there are 4 players with 100 points in what? Nine players with over 9. So that's very low scoring. Panarin, Perry, Datsuk, Tarasenko, Taves gets left sharp, Vanek, David's up to a 90 at 20 years old. That is crazy. Tavares. A lot of very, very good players here. As you can see, there is Sam Bennett. You'll love to see that. Let's see defenseman. Who's the best defenseman? Who's going to win the Norris Trophy is what we're trying to figure out. The Norris is going to go to Drew Doughty of the LA Kings. Great season from him. But you know, Griffin Reinhart on the third page of scoring as a 23-year-old. Very good season from him. Let's take a look at the overall standings, and then we will see who we are taking on in the Season 2 postseason. We were the 10th best team in the league. I think this should be a given who we're taking on. It looks like Columbus probably is. We'll see who it could be. I think it might be actually the more recent system where it's like by division. So we'll see who we're playing in this year's playoffs. So, in the 2017 Stanley Cup playoffs, your Toronto Maple Leafs will be taking on the, let's take a look. Great way to end the year. Great record. We will be taking on the Sidney Crosby-led Pittsburgh Penguins. Of course, Crosby led the team in scoring, led the league in scoring. They had 48 wins, we had 42. It's going to be a war. Go Leafs, go.